Hello, hello, hello. Hello, everybody. Hello. Testing 1, 2, 3, testing. What's going on, everybody? How's it going, Mike? Josh, thanks for stopping in. Hello, hello. Everybody having a good afternoon? Trying to find a good server to log into here so we can get this show on the road. What's going on, Fabian? Alright, so right now I'm just trying to find a good server to log in on here. Yeah, go ahead. I don't think we'll have too many problem kids on this channel, but who knows? So it's been a while since I've logged in, so I have no idea where I was, and I'm changing servers because I think the server that I was playing on was kind of empty, so I'm trying to find a good full server. But every time you switch servers in DayZ, it just randomly moves your location. So I have no idea what this character is or what he's got. Part of me kind of just wants to start fresh and start on the coast again, so we'll see where we end up. Loading in 35 seconds here. I guess I can switch the... You can stare at that now. I do have a webcam if anybody wants that. You can stare at my ugly mug. I don't know if that works for you. Sometimes with DayZ I like to go without the webcam, so... I don't know, it's up to you guys. What do you, whichever one works best for you, I guess. I like to leave it off for DayZ because it kind of adds to the ambiance of the game. If it's just like you just see the, I don't know, the nature and the zombie apocalypse-ness of it. All right, so this is gonna be a mystery spawn. I have no idea where the hell I'm at right now. Oh, Jesus. This character's like fully geared and ready to go. Okay, well, I have no freaking clue where I'm at, but I should get out of here in case anybody's camping this spot. I see power lines, that's a good start. I have no freaking clue where I'm at. Which is kind of exhilarating. I know this map pretty well, but I always like it when I can get lost. Oh, here we go. There's a radio tower. That might be a good place to head here. Alright, I'll throw the cam on. There you go. Hey, everybody. Alright, so let's see. Jesus, I got a revolver. I've got... Yeah, this guy was in pretty good shape. I don't remember the last time that I played. This must just be a public server. I usually tend to play on the... Lately I've been playing on the modded servers. At the beginning of the pandemic, it seemed like there was a lot of hackers on the public server. Like, I got killed by more hackers in a 1-month span than I got killed probably in the entire time that I've played the game. So now I need to move the chat window over to somewhere where I can actually see it. So I don't have to look to the left. Let's see if I can bring it up on my phone here in a minute. So I've got a laptop over here off to the side, and that's where I keep having to look for the chat window. Oh, there's a castle. Huh. Yeah, I have no freaking clue where I'm at right now, fellas. Alright, well, I'm gonna get in here and see if I can find a shady spot here. Ooh, Winchester rounds. I'll take that. And I'll just kind of crouch down here for a minute. See if I can bring up the chat window on my phone. That'll work a little better. Maybe. I can hear myself. There we go. Okay. Is there a way to pop this out? Not really? Okay. Yeah, this will have to work. There we go. Alright, so I'm not really for sure. So I feel like the sun... Is the sun coming up or going down? That's the other question. I think it's rising, so... Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Is this... It didn't throw me out on the island, did it? Oh, no! I think it did. The canopy tint? Huh. Yeah, I've got a million monitors, but the problem is that see, this is the one reason why I like streaming on Twitch better. It's more of a convenience thing for me, really, is just Twitch is integrated with OBS, and I can actually just pull up the chat window right within Twitch. Whereas if I damaged shoes. If I'm streaming through YouTube, I have to actually open up a separate browser window, but I'm streaming and playing on the same PC, so it I'm really taxing the computer as much as I possibly can, and then so having a browser window open on top of that on one of my other monitors on the main computer is kind of a mess right now. Okay, well this is cool. Somebody's got a little base going here, but this is interesting. Let's see if we can figure out where the hell we're at. So yeah, I don't know where we're at. Well, there's a barn. That looks interesting. Radio tower. Yeah, I don't know where the heck this is. So I'm gonna... Our town? Waiting on me to get sniped here. There's a path. I don't know where that goes. This is one of my favorite times in the game, is when you get lost, because, you know, I've played this game, you know, I mean, I've got hundreds and hundreds of hours in this game, but it's still fun for me to get lost sometimes and not know where I'm at. Yeah, I could head towards that barn. That's got to be close to a town. And all right. Always got to be careful on these steps. This would be a good time to get a broken leg. All right. Guess I could check up here. Spawn here? No? Yeah, you're right, Mike. If YouTube would incorporate just some of the stuff that Twitch has, like with the latency and everything, and then just having all the extra stuff embedded into OBS, you'd be good. There'd be no question as to whether or not you'd just stay on YouTube for sure. Plus, Fabian and I were just talking about this earlier. It's a lot easier to get discovered on YouTube versus Twitch. If you stream on Twitch, unless you're one of the main guys, like if you're not in the first 4 or 5 search results, you're just not gonna get found more often than not. Christmas lights. A little early for that. I wouldn't normally do this, but I'm gonna actually climb this and see if I can figure out... see if I can get a better vantage point from this. I wish they wouldn't have put so much fog into this game. It makes it hard to see off in the distance here. I'm totally just asking for getting sniped here. There's that castle. Yeah, I still can't really see much. I think I'm gonna... So that barn is that way, so... Okay, so that's the way I'm gonna head. The problem with sliding on the ladders is that you'll end up damaging your gloves, but more often than not. Yeah, Mike, you've already got a pretty, substantial following on Twitch, so if you were to move back over to YouTube, that'd be tough. What you could do is just have both. Just have a YouTube channel where you post maybe highlights from your Twitch streams, and then promote your Twitch streams through your YouTube channel, and that might work. And just have kind of the best of both worlds. So yeah, this is going to be an experiment here because I genuinely am lost right now. I have no idea where I'm at. These little chicken coops. Don't sleep on these chicken coops. You'll find some stuff in here sometimes. Of course, not today, but in general. Like, I have had my life saved by finding a can of spaghetti or something in one of those chicken coops. Wow. There is not a single bleeping town around here. There's got to be something. Okay, here's a farm. Oh, that's all the way the heck down there. No real good way to get down there. Go check this way real quick. Yeah, Thursday afternoon arcade, that's right. Every day's Friday arcade. Oh, here we go. There's something. What is this now? It's... Oh. That's a dam. Okay. Okay. A couple of 100 cabins. Okay, that's... Yeah, let's check those out. 100 cabins are a good spot to find guns, maybe some ammo, maybe other players. That's the thing, we kind of need to watch. Hopefully there's a sign down here. So, one of the reasons that I love this game so much is that when you get lost, just trying to find your way around by using some basic land nav skills. That, I was a Cav Scout when I was in the Army, and land navigation was a big part. That was pretty much our whole gig, you know? Land navigation and recon, so I'm sort of reliving my Army days whenever I'm playing DayZ. Thank you for the kind words, Mike. Thank you. That's very kind of you. I need to change the little timer here. My phone keeps timing out on me. Should be getting to something here. Here's a road. Okay. Where... Okay, let's go to this house. I need to get myself situated here. And the 100 cabins were on the other side of this dam. Okay. Alright, I need to... Alright, so I'm watching the chat right now on my phone, but my phone keeps timing out after 30 seconds, so I was totally ill-prepared for this, guys. Sorry about that. Let's see... Sleep. 10 minutes. I know how to do it. There we go. Yeah, you kind of want to play this on full screen, so, okay, so for those that maybe have never played this before, I'll just kind of give a brief rundown of this. I know this isn't what I usually play, on my channel, but, so this is basically like kind of a Walking Dead simulator. So there's this whole big tract of land, and there's, it's like maybe 200 or 300 square kilometers. I think it's like 225 square kilometers or something like that. And it kind of just throws you down in the middle of it. And then you basically just have to survive. You've got hunger and thirst to deal with. And, but also there's other players that you could run into. And so this is all online. And there could be, you know, they're actual live players, and so they could be friendly, they could, you know, you might team up and go on a little adventure together, they could be bandits and try to murder you or rob you and take your stuff, so it's always kind of an adrenaline rush when you run into another players. So to answer your question, Mike, I always like to leave it in full screen mode just because you really need to be able to look around and see everywhere. I mean, there could be a player hiding anywhere at this point. Okay. Comida. Alright, I need to see where the hell that's at. Alright, I need to look at a map real quick. We've got a sign here. Let's see. Where the heck? And that may not... It's a like kind of a hunting cabin place, and I don't know that this one's going to be marked on the map with a name, unfortunately. Not sure. Drake says, I hope they get the 2600 Pitfall 2 music fixed on the Mister. Yeah, the Mister, or just emulation in general, has always had a hard time with the Pitfall 2 music. I don't know that any of the emulation has ever gotten it to sound exactly the way that it sounds. Oh, there's a chicken. I don't know that any emulation has ever gotten it perfect, it seems like, compared to just original hardware. Oh, there's a zombie. Is there only one way to get in this fenced-in area? So the zombies aren't too difficult to deal with, but if there's a whole bunch of them, that can be a problem. And they're attracted to noise, just like you would expect zombies to be, so... Ah! Alright, let's see. Another cool thing you can do here, so yeah, the whole object of this is survival, so yeah, you can actually hunt animals in this. I can skin this chicken. I can skin my chicken. And, should get, yeah, a couple of chicken breasts here. That'll work. And I'll actually have to cook these up if I want to consume them for sustenance. So actually, this could be other players hiding in here. Ah, more 12 gauge rounds. Take those. Oh, that's cool. Did you have it, is it something you just picked up, like, in the last 5 years, or is that one that you had from when it came out? Pitfall 2. That's cool if you've had it this whole time. Ooh. Apparently somebody has been busy here. So yeah, this is another thing that you can do is actually, you can actually plant. You can plant, start a little garden. So somebody's been here quite recently. So we can get, we can get some tomatoes. So I'm in pretty good shape. I'm not going to take all those, but I'll take a couple. Whoever was nice enough to start the little garden here. Okay, and that's a medical building. So I am going to check that out. We might be able to find some morphine or an EpiPen. I should be being a bit more stealthy about this. Oh, shit. Uh-oh. It's time to get away. It's time to get away. It's time to go now. So I feel like more zombies just all of a sudden kind of popped up here, so that leads me to believe there might be actually another player nearby. Huh. So, first things first. Your clothes can actually get damaged in this, so I need to patch these up real quick. Yeah, I never actually owned a 7800, so do the games play any differently on the 7800 compared to the 2600? Like if you... I mean, is there... Do they run a little smoother if it's a game that flickers a little bit or anything like that? I've always kind of wondered about that. See, I've never messed with the 7800 at all. They play exactly the same? Okay. Where'd that other zombie go? Huh. Okay. Well. Nothing? This has already been looted. And the door was open. Yeah, I wonder if there's another player around here. Oh, yeah, so somebody had a little fire going here, even. Okay. Doesn't look like it was used recently. I don't feel like messing with this guy. There you go. Ah! Comida. Okay, well. Yeah, alright, I'm gonna go check out this medical building, and I think I'm gonna get the heck out of here. I think it's time to go. I think there's somebody else nearby. This would be a good building for somebody to just hide out in. Like, they would have... If somebody was around, they would have totally heard me fighting zombies, and then... could have got the jump on me, so... Thought for a minute I heard footsteps. That's another thing in this game, is... 90% of the time, if you're observant, you'll hear other players before you see them. And I feel like that's the majority of the time, that's when I run into other players, is I hear them. I'll be in a building doing something, probably rifling through my inventory or something, and then all of a sudden, I'll hear footsteps, or I'll hear somebody fighting a zombie down on the street below, and then it's better if you see them first, because then you can kind of observe them and see, you know, if it's somebody you want to try to approach, or if it's somebody, maybe you want to avoid, or if it's somebody you just want to shoot. That's always an option, too. Is that a sailing bag? Yeah, I don't need that. Alright, where the heck was the road? Was the road back up here? Yeah, alright. Let's get the heck out of here. Still don't know where I'm at, but that's okay. Well, we'll go this way. We'll see where this leads. Somebody sold you $700 worth of stuff for $100? Had the box, controllers, and 20 games? That's awesome. Those are always nice. It's gotten harder and harder in the area where I live to find any kind of deals like that. There's a lot of collectors, like, I would call them, like, whale collectors, in my area, and anytime something would come up, or if there's garage sales or anything like that, I swear to God, it felt like they were always there first. And there was this Facebook group. It was like a private group that a bunch of us collectors, I hate that word, but collectors had joined, and I swear, every time I'd see a listing, 30 minutes later, I'd see the same dude posting like, hey, look at all this cool stuff I picked up for 20 bucks, and it's just like, ugh. Like, I'd get so... And, yeah, you almost had to make it... Huh. That's interesting. You almost just had to make it a full-time job to keep up with those people. So, yeah, you know, I mean, it's gotten to the point now where stuff is so expensive, and people are starting to figure out that it's worth more. So you're... Gone are the days, I feel like, of stumbling onto a, you know, you go to a garage sale and find somebody with a cardboard box of Timmy's old Nintendo games, and there'd be like 30 games in there, and they'd be like, yeah, I'm just trying to get rid of that, clean out the attic, and maybe they'd only want 15 bucks for it, you know, and that just doesn't happen anymore, it seems like, now, and especially, like, I know some places like Goodwill and stuff like that, they don't even sell that stuff in the store anymore. They immediately post it on their website for sale so they can get the most for it. So that's unfortunate. I mean, I kind of get it. I mean, obviously they're trying to make as much money as they can, but there's just no more deals anymore, it seems like. You got to get really lucky anymore. At least that's been my experience. A GameCube listing that was 1 minute old. Oh, man. That sucks. I'm hearing sheep. Wait a minute, is this... Where the hell am I? Did I miss a sign? Was there a sign back here? No, there's got to be one up here. Huh. Okay, I need to be a bit more stealthy about this here. Big church, smokestacks, power lines, and a lead pipe. Okay. And another EpiPen. EpiPens are useful in this game because you'll see down here in the corner I've got, that's a stamina bar. And depending on how much stuff I'm carrying, the more stuff you're carrying, the more over-encumbered you get, the less stamina that you have. But if you're in a situation where you need to run, you can take the EpiPen and you'll have unlimited stamina for just kind of a brief period of time. And that might save your bacon if you're trying to make a quick break for it. Man, somebody was oh, human steak. There be cannibals afoot, kids. So yeah, that's another thing. If you kill another player, you can cook them and eat them. So, there are cannibals in this game. But there's actually a mechanic that kind of lets you know if you run into a player that has killed other players and consumed them for sustenance. They can get what's called the Kuru, which is actually based off of a real-life thing, apparently. But your character will just start laughing uncontrollably, and there's nothing you can do about it, and there's no cure for it. So if you run into somebody that's laughing, oh, cool. Where's the... I thought I had a belt. Do I not have a belt? Alright. Fine. I could have swore I had one. Nope, I do not. Yeah, so if you run into somebody that's laughing uncontrollably, you need to steer clear, because odds are they are a cannibal. Pants. And a denim skirt. I remember when this game first came out at the end of 2013, I swear to God, all you would ever find was hard hats. That was pretty much it. Get caught up on the chat here a little bit. Need the BFG 9000. Yeah. That'd be nice. Double-barreled shotgun's pretty good, though. One cool thing about it is because it's double-barreled is you can actually, you can switch it to where you fire both bullets at the same time, or you can do it as a single shot, and then you can fire one right after the other. Yeah, see, there's a bunch of zombies here. So one kind of meta thing about this game is, the way the zombies spawn in the towns is if you... It's based on how many players are in the area. So if, like, I was here by myself, I may only see a couple of zombies, but if there's another player nearby, or if I'm teamed up with somebody and we come in here together, there would be more zombies, kind of like what we're seeing here. So that leads me to believe it could be another dude somewhere in the area. Plus all the doors are open. Still have not seen a road sign anywhere. Yeah, somebody's totally been through here, because this has all been looted. So somebody's been here fairly recently. Oh, there's sheep. You see those out there? There's some sheep. I've already got plenty of steaks, so I'm not going to mess with those, but... What the heck is that? Boar belt. Pelt from... Oh, the pelt from a wild boar can be tanned for further processing. So did somebody kill a bear around here? Or did that just spawn like that? I didn't think that was an item that would spawn. Yeah, so it's not terribly expensive. I think it's only 30 bucks on Steam, and a lot of times it's on sale. If you just put it in your wish list on Steam, odds are you'll catch a deal at one point or another. Because it usually goes on sale about once every quarter for, I don't know, 15 or 20 bucks. I actually bought it when it was still in early access back in, well, actually my friend bought it for me, but yeah, it was cheaper when it first came out. Oh crap, is this Electro? Seriously? No way. It is. Oh no! I'm all the way back down in Electro. This is down by the coast. Ah, jeez. Okay. Well. Alright. This is nowhere near where I wanted to be. Well. There's probably other players near here, but odds are they're all fresh spawns. Noobs. So the way this game works is you actually, when you first start out, you start out on the coast. The whole tract of land is on a peninsula, and you start off down on the coast. There's either a southern coast or an eastern coast. You start off somewhere in there. And so this town is on the southern coast. So this is like right at what you would call the beginning of the game, I guess. So, and there's not much. I mean, there's tons of residential houses to loot, but any other player we run into here is going to be a freshie, I guess you could say. Let's see. I'm gonna decide if I want to just go this way or just backtrack the way I came. I'm gonna think about this for a minute. Last investment of the year is a capture card. Okay. Which capture card are you looking at? Just curious. So if you're, depending on what you're trying to stream, like, are you looking to pick up, like, to capture old stuff, like with RCA cables or that sort of thing, or are you looking to do something off an HDMI cable, maybe through an upscaler, like the Retro Tink or the Framemeister or something like that? Hey, Brad, thanks for stopping in. Yeah, I don't think I really want to go to Electro. I think I'm going to go the opposite direction. Yeah, Avermedia, I messed with one of those capture card once. I really like the software. The Elgato software is terrible. Although I will say, if you do decide to go with the Elgato, you can use the Open Broadcast software, OBS, and as long as you've got the current driver for Elgato, you can use an Elgato capture card with OBS capture program, and that works much better. You just kind of have to mess with, like, the delay and stuff. There's usually a little bit of, like, ooh, there's gunshots. Sounded like it was this way. Let's go have a look. So it was one Mosin shot, it sounded like. Yeah, OBS is... Once you go OBS, you'll never go back. What the hell is this? Somebody put a little canopy tent here? Okay. Well, alright. So it was just one shot. It might have even just been somebody, like, hunting a deer or something, but... I hear guns, I head towards them. Usually. The thing of it is I don't... I mean, I've got a... Okay, I do have the blaze. Okay, that's cool. Do I have any rounds for it? Take a look at that. So, oh. Well, that was from the other direction now. Well, shoot. That might have been at that camp. Backtrack a little bit. I was really surprised that Elgato ended up discontinuing the very first game capture card that I ever had. Just the original Elgato Game Capture HD, because it lets you capture with, like, RCA cables, component cables. It does capture HDMI, but only at 30 frames per second and only up to 720p, I believe. And, you know, if you were still capturing off old school RCA, I know, you know, most of the cool kids now have upgraded to Framemeisters or upscalers or something like that, which then you're just capturing an HDMI signal, but I was really surprised that Elgato just flat out discontinued that old capture card. And now, if you wanted to just capture off your old system and not mess with upscalers or any of that stuff, you'd have to track one of those down off of, like, eBay or something, and they're kind of pricey, I think. I mean, they were kind of pricey. I think they retailed for 150 bucks, but, you know, now that they're not made anymore, they're at a bit more of a premium. Yeah, N64 is especially difficult because there's just no good emulation for it. There's, I know anytime I've ever tried to fire up it never works right, or you can't get the controller mapped just right. There's some cool stuff that you can do with the graphics, but you know, if I'm playing an old game like that, I want it to just look like it would have looked if I was playing on the Nintendo 64. I don't necessarily want to upscale the graphics to 1080p or something crazy like that. I kind of just want to play it how it would have played, you know, 20 years ago. Hey, you Pikachu. Now, if it seems like I'm backtracking the way I came, I am. This is kind of... I've already been through here, but I'm hearing gunshots off in this direction, so I want to check this out. Yeah, Project 64. I mean, it's... not to take it anything away from the folks that work on those emulators. I mean, you know, just the fact that they can get it to work at all is pretty incredible, but yeah, it's just not... It's not nearly as sturdy as, you know, some of the NES or Super NES emulators that are out there that, you know, are pretty dang close to original hardware. Okay, so I'm hearing some deer. It's possible that these gunshots was just somebody hunting deer. Oh, there's a military. I didn't even realize there. Ah, this is probably where. Okay, I'm gonna need to focus here for a minute. So this is a... I completely forgot this is here. I never take this route, so... Shit, there's probably a... There's got to be another dude around here somewhere. This has got to be where I was hearing the gunshot from. I'm just going to keep an eye on the area for a minute. Yeah, I mean, now I will say that there's a modded version of Doom 64. Somebody, you have to, I actually talked about it in the Doom 64 video that I made. What is it? EX64 or something like that. It's got some kind of a weird nomenclature, but it takes the original Doom 64. You have to actually dump the ROM off of a cartridge, or find the ROM somewhere, and then you play it through this front end, and it lets you upscale it to 1080p, and it lets you... you can do some different things with, like, the darkness and stuff, because that game's a really dark game. And that is one situation where it's actually a drastic improvement over playing on original hardware. Is Doom 64. Okay, so that shot came from over there. It sounds like it's the same gun, but it sounds like it's getting further away each time I come this way. Yeah, Wave Ray 64, anything with water like that is just not gonna look quite right. And they've got those USB adapters that you can hook up an original Nintendo 64 controller to, and then map the buttons that way through Project 64, but it never quite works right. Like, the sensitivity's all off. Like, if you need to sneak with Mario by just barely pressing the joystick, it's either run or nothing. It doesn't quite work right. But that Doom 64 thing is super cool. I'm gonna end up running down here and getting shot, ain't I? But I can't turn it. I can't turn it down. So I'm gonna just have to haul ass through here. And how did I miss this the first time I came through? I must have came from... Where did I come from? Odds are this has probably all been looted. Oh. Okay. Uh-oh. Ah! Okay. That was an ordeal. I like that backpack, but I don't like the color, so yeah, that's I gotta look cool, you know? I got kind of a tactical look going on here, so and that one, it's nice to have a super big backpack like that, but then like it sticks out like this and there's no way to hide. So I like my low profile character here, so I'm gonna stick with what I got. I should get the hell out of here. Simply Austin, huh? I don't think I've ever heard of that one. I will confess to messing with the CMU emulator. I don't know if any of you have messed with that, but it's basically an emulator for the Wii U. And the only reason that I even went to the trouble to do it was so that I could try Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild, because I don't actually have a Nintendo Switch. And the ironic thing is that if you set up Project CMU and you run it correctly, it actually runs better through the Wii U emulator with some additional tweaks than it does on the stock Nintendo Switch. It's really cool. I'll have to take a look at that. Thanks for the tip. You can post the link to it. Also, I don't know if I've got links blocked or not, but if you've got moderator status, you should be able to post it. I don't mind. Yeah, I actually had a Wii U, and I think I talked about this on my last, one of my last streams, but I actually had a Wii U briefly, and, I bought it just so that I could play Star Fox, what is it, Star Fox Zero? And, man, I hated the controls so much, the whole motion sensor thing. And, so there was more gunshots this way. I have a feeling I'm going to end up just chasing gunshots all day and not getting into any action here. But, yeah, I mean, it was a cool concept, but I ended up hating it. I ended up just... Man, there's a firefight happening somewhere here. I ended up just selling the thing on Craigslist. I just wasn't happy with it. Alright, see you, man. Well, thanks for stopping by, Chid255. Thanks for stopping in. So that didn't sound too far away. One rule of thumb on this game is gunshots. If it sounds... Basically, if you don't poop your pants when you hear it, then it's not at you. If you hear a gunshot and it makes you, like, crap your pants because it's so loud, then you know that it was somebody that was really close and probably shooting at you. This sounded like it was maybe a half a mile away. But it sounded like it was a firefight. I'm trying to remember, I think there's another hunter cabin up this way. There's another, like a summer camp with several hunter cabins. So that could be where the firefight's happening at. It's a little bit northeast of Electro, if I remember correctly, which is the way we're headed. I'll admit, I don't know this lower middle of the map as well as I should. I feel like I always end up with a Berezino spawn, which is on the east coast. And then I end up taking the same route from Berezino every time. Okay, what have we got here? Okay, that's a medical building, I think. Proceed with caution. This could have been where the firefight was happening, somewhere in this town, maybe. It could have even just been somebody shooting at zombies, but I always just assume it's a firefight. I need more Winchester rounds. So the Blaze, that weapon, that rifle that I just had, that's pretty much my favorite rifle in the game. But the ammo is a little bit harder to find, unfortunately. I think I've just got... I think I've only got like 7 or 8 bullets for it. Yeah, so I feel pretty confident those gunshots were coming from this town. Okay, and there's a police station. Yeah, motion controls suck. I'm right there with you. I'm just not... Like, I just want a regular controller. I don't need a bunch of extra screens. I don't need a little tablet or whatever. Yeah, making thumbnails. That's always one of the unsung trials and tribulations of YouTubing, is making them doggone thumbnails. So... Huh. Yeah. There's somebody around here. Yeah, so the amount of zombies that's around here, I feel like there's got to be another dude here somewhere. This would be a good time for somebody to just run up right behind me here. I hate being exposed like this, but I'm not just going to go running into this town either. I feel like if I wait long enough, I'm going to just see this dude running around, or he's got to aggro a zombie or something. I mean, it's entirely possible that he went the total opposite direction. Somewhere there's a dude with a shotgun, and somewhere there's a dead body, because there was totally a firefight here. Hmm. And that's one of the things about this game is that, more often than not, it rewards patience. So, like, sometimes you just have to sit here and watch for a minute and listen. Could fire a shot and see if I bait somebody into showing themselves. But I'd rather they just not know I'm here. What was that? I don't even really want to go this way. Like, I'm definitely not going into this town to loot, because clearly there's somebody running around with a shotgun. But at the same time... See, they've got to still be here with the amount of zombies that are here. There's got to be a dude here somewhere. He's probably like... He shot the other guy in a building somewhere, and now he's just sitting there, like, sorting through his inventory. Maybe he's sorting through his inventory. It's nice of him to get it all sorted before we take it from him, right? I generally try not to be full-on bandit in this game. Like, it kind of just depends on what mood I'm in. Like, sometimes I just like to observe people. And sometimes, you know, I like to try to initiate contact. If I see them first, sometimes you have no choice. It just kind of depends. Like, if we were at a military base, yeah, then it's kill on sight. If you see somebody at a military base and you didn't go there with them, you need to shoot them. Now, in this situation, I know there's got to be some sort of hostile here because we just heard a gunfight. We heard a Mosin and then a couple shotgun shots. I'm sure of it. It sounded like the automatic shotgun, so I feel pretty confident that there was a firefight here, and we just missed it. So in that situation, you know, you kind of almost have to assume that the person might have been hostile. Yeah. I'll keep looking for the BFG. If I find one, I'll let you know. There are grenades. In fact, I've got one. Got a flashbang. Grenade. The grenade would be about the equivalent of the BFG. You can toss the grenades in through windows too, which is super cool. And they'll pretty much take out anybody in the building. So that's about as good. That's about as close to the BFG as you can get. And then I know the mods have a lot of... there's modded versions of this game that people have put their own weapons in, and I think they've put in... Like, I think there might be, like, a rocket launcher or something like that. But the vanilla version, it's all basically... There's some military gear, but it's all just, like, rifles, assault rifles, that sort of thing. So I'm going to watch this for about another minute, and then I think I'm just going to toddle off here because... I think if this dude was here, I think he's gone now. I would have seen this guy running around. He would have aggroed a zombie or something. Yeah, now there appears to be less zombies. So yeah, yeah, I'm gonna fuck off here. This is. Do I have a compass? I'm just gonna head straight north. That's west. That's north. All right, straight north. Let's see where we end up. Still not 100% sure where I'm at, but that's okay. That's kind of fun. Yeah, like I said, I feel like the last dozen or so times I've played this, I always end up with a... What the hell? Paper. Ooh, somebody was here. Yeah, so somebody unwrapped their little box of ammo here. Because there's paper on the ground. And I'll show you what I mean by that. So, like, if you've got a box of ammo here, I've got this box of rounds. It deposits a piece of paper on the ground. So somebody was just here. Okay, so what was I saying? Yeah, so I feel like every other time I've gotten this, I've spawned in the same area on the east side of the map, and I was just kind of burned out on that because I know that area like the back of my hand. So this is cool. This is, I like to be a little bit lost in this game. It makes it a little more fun. And the map is so big that you can, I mean, you could play on different portions of the map every week and still not cover every square inch of the terrain. See, now I'm hearing more gunshots this way. Probably the same dude. I'm just going to end up chasing this guy halfway across the map and then run out of time. Am I hearing a chicken? Could have swore I just heard a chicken. But, like, chickens don't spawn this far out in the middle of nowhere, so I'm a little confused. Alright. Continuing on. Well, I think I'm in the area that's farthest from every possible town now. It's usually a town in one direction or the other. I am out in the middle of nowhere here. Ah. Hello, tree. Yeah. Gotta be getting close to something here. There's a really big town to the northwest called Zelenogorsk that has just tons of military loot. There's like a giant military base on the south end of the town. But I think that's more to the west. So I'm not actually sure where this is going to come out at. Nothing down there either. So I'm doing alright on hunger. I'll eat a couple more of these tomatoes on the way. That'll be tasty. That's a tasty snack. That's the thing about this game, is that sometimes you could run around for an hour, not see anybody, and then all of a sudden somebody will jump out of the bushes and scare the crap out of you. You just never know. Okay, what we got here? A little something. Alright, check this out. Is there a, you know, if there's like a main road coming in or out of this. See if we can find a sign. Well, let's go check it out. I don't think there's any military bases near here. The thing is, though, they've really spread out the military bases in this game compared to how it used to be when this was just when it was just the mod. Now there's all sorts of little satellite military bases spread out all over the place, like that little set of tents that we saw just north of Electro. It used to be in this game there was 3 bases. There was Belota on the coast. There was the northeast airfield and the northwest airfield, and that was it. Those were the only places where you could find military loot. And now it's just kind of spread all over. And then also deer stands. You can usually find... you can make an honest living off of deer stands in this game. But it's just kind of... It takes the onus off of necessarily having to get to a military base in order to get the best guns. I thought I heard a wolf for a second, but it's actually just, I think it's just my neighbor's dog. So tomorrow on the main channel, I'm going to be, I've billed it as a mystery game. I'm not 100% sure which game I'm going to... Part of the reason it's a mystery game is because it's actually a mystery to me. I'm not 100% sure which game I'm going to stream. But I'm thinking about streaming something spooky themed. Either I might try to do Ghoul School on the NES. I've never actually played that one. I've heard good things about it, but I've never actually played it. Or what I might try to do is, my wife was making fun of me for this. I may actually try to stream there's an old text adventure. It's going to be retro. On the main channel, it's pretty much always going to be retro. So it's either going to be Ghoul School on the NES, or I may try to do, there's an old text adventure game called Moon Mist. It was one of those old Infocom games, similar to Colossal Cave that I actually did a video about a while back. And so the whole thing is just a text adventure. And my wife was making fun of me. She's like, "You really think you can hold people's interest with a text adventure for 2 hours?" I said, well, I guess that's the challenge, isn't it? And but it's actually a really cool game. I actually had it when I was a kid. It's you play kind of a detective character, and you're the whole premise of the game is that you're investigating a kind of a murder mystery situation. There's this old mansion that everybody thinks is haunted, and it's just it's really cool. It's you have to like interview other characters, and there's just a lot to it for being just a simple text adventure. It was one of those games that came with a bunch of feelies too, so there was like maps and stuff in the box, and that was super cool. So I may try to do that. We'll see. We'll see. If everybody gets really bored, I may I may change it up and pop something else in. But it's a game I've been itching to play anyway, and so we'll see. We'll see what kind of mood I'm in by tomorrow afternoon. But yeah. So I might end up doing both of them. It might just do one for an hour and do the other one for an hour. But I've never actually played Ghoul School, so that's the other thing is I have to be careful with these live streams because you guys are gonna find out that I'm actually really terrible at platform games. I mean, I'm decent at some games, and like with practice, but like if it's a game I've never practiced before, I'd almost want to practice it for a level or two before I actually try to play it on the live stream. Like Ninja Gaiden, I've beaten the original Ninja Gaiden, so plenty of practice at that. But then there's just some games that if I haven't played it, I don't want it to look completely stupid in front of everybody. More so than usual, anyway. Yeah, everything's visual now. Yeah, it's so yeah, that's kind of the thing. Yeah, it'd be my own personal joke anyway. Is that everybody? Can I use this fireplace? I think that I can. Everybody's streaming Fortnite, and here I am trying to stream a 40-year-old text adventure. So, I think I can get that fireplace working. I may actually try to cook up. I've got a couple of chicken breasts that I got from that chicken we killed. So I might actually try to get those cooked up real quick. Whoever fired that gun is long gone, unfortunately, so... Yeah, so see, this is cool. They just added this in. You can actually use these little stoves now and make a little fireplace, so that's handy. I shouldn't have to get... And there's the big stick. And I don't think... Actually, I'm just going to go ahead and split this. And this should be enough. Alright, put these in here. This. And I need some kindling. You actually don't need a log. You can get by with just the sticks. Alright, so take some piece of paper. Like that. And matches. Wait, do I have a what else do I got? God, my inventory is a mess right now. Alright, this should work. Honestly, still can't believe Fortnite is still popular. Yeah, honestly, I don't even really know what's popular anymore. I just, I'm so out of touch with what all the cool kids are playing these days. So there we go. I gotta wait on... Yeah, so okay, it's one at a time here. So I might run out and grab a few more sticks. I think I might need 2 sets. Yeah, some of this stuff, like Destiny, is that a thing? Like Destiny 2 or whatever? I have no idea what that's even... I sit there and watch somebody play that, and it's just like, what is this? Like, I didn't understand it. I didn't understand with the appeal, but different strokes for different folks. There's probably people that think this is boring as sin, too, so... hey, as long as you enjoy it, that's really all that matters. Actually, I think I can use this other stick and just cook the other... Yeah, I think I can even roast a tomato. Can I roast a tomato? Maybe? No? Oh, I don't think I can... Okay. Yeah, I can't... No. Okay, that's unfortunate. I could put it in there, though. Yeah, the whole battle royale thing is just like I like PUBG and all that, which I'll admit I actually kind of enjoyed PUBG for what it was. But after I'd played it a few times, I was kind of just good. Like I didn't need to play it anymore. I like the concept. I mean, it's nice because like okay, in a game like this, you know, PvP is a big part of the game, but PvP is really, in the grand scheme of things, a small percentage of what the game is all about. There is PvP, and when it's right, the PvP is really good. But like, if you're somebody that only wants to play a PvP game, this might be kind of boring for you because yeah, you could spend 90 minutes running around before you run into another player. Whereas with the Battle Royale, a typical round takes maybe, what, 30, 40 minutes at the most. So you could jump on, play a quick round, and then, you know, toddle off to work or wherever you need to go. So from a time perspective, I can get the appeal of that. I really can, but it just doesn't appeal to me. I don't know why. It just, like, that's not something that I would just play over and over again, I guess. There we go. Gotta cook my chicken. Shut up and eat your pine cone. I don't think there's anything else to loot here. I think I hit all the buildings. Just waiting on my chicken to get roasted here. Well, and I think I talked about this in the last stream too, but, you know, one of the things that, you know, with retro games, it was just always so cool to see what they could do with the pixel art. And, you know, like, I'll give you an example. Like, the cutscenes in Ninja Gaiden 2 are just incredible. Like, the scene where Ryu is dangling off the cliff and you can see the castle off in the distance. That blew my mind as a kid, seeing that, seeing what they did with those graphics. Whereas now, every cutscene in a game just looks like it's from a movie. And so it's kind of hard to, like, we've almost become desensitized to it. It's like, oh, yep, it just looks like an animated movie or something. You know, or it looks like something out of Marvel or something. It's not as visually appealing to me as a really well-made 8-bit or 16-bit game, where the programmers really had to just make the most out of what they had to work with. So, or even, you know, some of those old Atari games, like, gosh, Solaris is just incredible considering the system that they made it for. I mean, just the way they use the colors and the scrolling was so smooth and everything. It's, you know, whereas, yeah, you play a modern game now and it's just like kind of playing through a movie. That's just my personal opinion, though. I'm old, so... Let's go, chicken. About half tempted to leave this thing here. Oh, there we go. Alright, I need just like a minute here to sort out this shit show that is my inventory right now. I need these other tomatoes. Alright, let's do this ammo. I like to have my ammo up on the top one here. And some extra food. But here. 3 EpiPens. How did I end up with 3 EpiPens? Alright. That's just gonna have to do for now. 45, more 45 rounds. Okay, so I've... Oh. There's another player. Hello out there. What's your name? No mic, no life. I heard this guy draw a weapon. What's your name there, friend? I gotta tell you, it seems a little dodgy here. You come in, I try to be friendly with you, and now all of a sudden you don't want to talk to me? That seems a little dodgy there, fella. I wish I had one more grenade. I've got a smoke grenade, but that's it. Well, I know I heard him draw a gun. Like, he definitely drew a gun when he came into the building. It makes a very specific sound, like I hear that. So, you know, once again, like I mentioned earlier, yeah, I mean, he might be gone, or he might be sitting up in the bushes waiting on me to come out. That's the other possibility. Well, and that's the other thing too. So that's one of the disadvantages of cooking with that with the stove, is that somebody can see that coming out of the smokestack. So if you saw that from up the hill or ways, you'd know that, okay, somebody was in there cooking something or using that fireplace. So that's the disadvantage of doing that. That's why I prefer to have the cooking pot, which I don't have one. If you have the cooking pot, you can just set it on the ground and cook, and if you're inside a building, nobody knows that you're there. But with the fireplace, they see the light and everything else. So I was going to give this guy the benefit of the doubt, although no mic, no life is kind of my policy. Yeah, so this guy might have just fucked off. I don't know, but I'm gonna come out of here and get sniped is what's gonna happen. Actually, you know what? Hang on. I'm going to use one of these EpiPens. So this will give me infinite stamina here for just a brief period so I can get the hell out of here. Not very smart running across this open field like this, but this was the way that I wanted to go because there's more houses this way. So yeah, I generally give people the benefit of the doubt at the beginning, but this guy walked in, he drew a weapon, and then he didn't have a microphone, so yeah, if I would have saw this guy, I would have shot him. For sure. I felt like I could still hear him when I was in the before I left that the original building that I was in, but boy, that doesn't last super long, does it? That EpiPen. I thought it lasted longer than that. Gives you like 20 good seconds there. But it got us out of that open field anyway, so we're moving on. Is that another castle up there? I'm still kind of looking for this guy. He could be lingering around here somewhere. This was supposed to be a full server, so each server has 60 slots on it. So this server was supposed to be pretty full. But other than a lot of gunshots and that guy, I really haven't ran into anybody today. Oops. Somebody had a little fireplace going in here. Interesting. I keep finding lots of fireplaces around. I actually need to toddle off for a second and go hit the men's room. So yeah, I'll be back in a few minutes. I'm gonna actually log out while I do that, but the stream will keep going. So I'll be back in like 4 or 5 minutes. Alright, I'm back. Alright, let me get logged back in here. There we go. Alright. I'm still not 100% sure where I'm at. I do actually have a map open here, so I'm gonna try to figure out gotta be okay. There's a looks like there's a sign. Actually, it'd be super cool if I could use the binoculars and see the sign from here, because I don't want to have to run all the way over there. Ah. Figures. Alright, well. And then the other part of this is everything in this game is in Russian, so you kind of have to... You don't necessarily have to know Russian, but You gotta look at the sign and then look at the map and then look at the translation to figure out where you're at. It's just a bunch of symbols. Okay, so what does that say? All right. More Nurburka. Alright, well, let's see if we can find that on the map here. At least got some idea where I'm at here. Okay. Okay, yeah, I do know where this is at. And there actually is... I just missed it. The summer camp is just a little south of here. There's a pretty decent sized summer camp. But I think I'm on the north side of it. Let me get... No? Am I on the southern? Oh, starting to rain a little bit. Oh, okay. I am on the... Yeah, I don't know where I'm at. I've been in this town before. Hey. Is this, No. It's... Okay. You can get vehicles in this game. None of them are especially good, but you can fix up a vehicle and drive around. Alright, I'm going to hit a few of these buildings, and then I'm going to head over to that summer camp. I think I know which way I'm going. Okay, so we got this church. Yeah, okay, there's a church. There's some of these buildings. Yeah, I've been in this town before, but not from this direction, so I'm a little disoriented. Nope. I don't know if this church actually opens or not. Nope. Is there a way in here? I don't think there is. Ooh, whoa, that was weird. Kind of weird lag going on there. Oh, I was already here. I think it's going to be getting dark soon, too. Okay. Gotta get my bearings here a little bit. Okay, so there should be a main road that goes through this town. Here. Which way do we go from here? Ah. Got this cool cowboy hat. I don't know, what do you think? You think I should keep the cowboy hat or stick with the, grumpy old man hat here? I don't know. It's tactical. It's green. Yeah, I think I'm gonna stick with the one I got. Alright, what the hell direction are we facing here? West, east, south. Alright. So... Huh. So that means the summer camp's back this way? That doesn't feel right, but... Alright. Crazy militia person, yeah. Kind of had a village people vibe to it. I feel like the number of zombies just suddenly picked up. There's a well. Okay, I do know where I'm at now. Alright, I got this figured out. Problem is I think there's another player nearby because the number of zombies just... seems like it just jumped way up here. I think it's time to go. Yeah, I think it's time to go. What the hell? Huh. So somebody just threw a backpack on the ground. Yeah, it's time to go. Alright, so if we follow this road, it goes, it's gonna bend around to the right, and then it actually bends around. There's a summer camp with several of those little hunter cabins. So we can go there and see if we can find some more Winchester rounds. I haven't heard any gunshots in a while. Huh. There's like way more stuff in here. Usually those things are pretty empty. Thought I heard flies buzzing for a minute. So if there's a dead body, after a few moments, flies will start buzzing around them. Alright, so this spins around to the right, and then down in that, back down in the woods a little bit there is a, there's a hunter, whole slew of hunter cabins, so we can check that out. But there's also, that's also a pretty well-traveled loot route, so we might run into some other players, too. Unfortunately, my graphics card is kind of shit, so sometimes when the bushes pop in, they look like solid objects at first, and it always scares me, and I think there's another player standing there, and nope, it's just a small evergreen tree. All of the street signs here are broken. I don't know if you noticed that or not. You might want to get started on that. They're all just floating up in the air. Okay, so we need to be a little careful here. Should get out of the open field first of all. Is that a player or a zombie? What is that? Alright. Okay. What I really should do is hang back and watch this for a minute. But where's the fun in that? Let's go charging in like a bunch of... I'll try to keep in the wood line. At least be somewhat tactical about this. So there are first-person only servers that you can play on where it's just all first-person view. The one that I logged in on just happens to be first person and third person. Some people get... There's kind of a point of contention about this amongst fans of the game, because if you're in third person, like, I can use this to kind of peek around corners here. And that's, like, you can't really... Like, I can't actually see around that corner. I'm just sort of cheating a physics of the game a little bit. Surgeon zombie. I'm gonna just hang here for a minute. Ooh. Oh, a canteen. Nice. Still don't have a belt, though. Alright. I'm gonna... There was a well right outside. So... drink up this, I'll drink up this bottle of water, and then I'll toss it on the ground and pick up the canteen. There's one cool thing about the canteen. If you do have the belt, you can actually put the canteen on the belt, and then it doesn't take up any of your inventory slots. Like, usually I find the belt first, and then a canteen and a sheath, which also goes on the belt. I've got the opposite problem. I've got all the parts to go on the belt. I just don't have the belt. That's stupid. I think I can get rid of some of this stuff. Or at least need to unbox some of these. So that 762 by 39. I don't need that anymore, I don't think. Yeah, I'm gonna pitch that. What I really need are some Winchester rounds. You almost have to go to a military base at this point to find Winchester rounds. Another thing about this is if you find a water container, like we found this and it already has some water in it, but there's like a pretty high percentage chance when you find it like that that the water's actually going to be contaminated. So don't drink it if you find a water bottle like that. Instead, dump it out on the ground and then fill it up at a well. And that way you won't get sick. Oh, that's cool. Map. Nice. I'm going to check the medical building last. Campfire tripod. Ooh. I felt like I just heard a zombie aggro off in the distance. I might have been imagining things, but it sounded like somebody just ran by a zombie. Maybe not. So that's one cool thing. I've got this USB mixer. Oops. And I can actually very easily toggle the game volume in my headset because it's all piped through this mixer. So in a situation like this where I need to... Yeah, I think I just heard somebody. I'm almost positive I just heard somebody out there. So I know it's kind of boring to watch, but I'm just going to wait here a minute because... Like, I'm almost positive I heard somebody hacking a zombie, like, further up the road a little bit. There it is. Question is, does this person know I'm here? Guy's really playing stealthy. Just sneaking around hacking the zombies one by one. Should we shoot him or should we talk to him? What do you think? He might be cool. Who knows? So is he just like taking out all the zombies before he loots the buildings, or what is he doing? An interesting strategy. Probably in one of the buildings right now, like sorting through his inventory. Oh. I tend to treat these cabin areas as similar to military areas where if somebody's here, they're likely to be more on the hostile end. Where did this guy go? Yeah, yeah, totally like Chernobyl. Yeah, just all run down and uh, all post-apocalyptic. Where the hell is this guy? And why did he not come in here? He must be like sorting out his inventory or something. Like, why would he go to all the trouble to take out like 2 or 3 zombies, sneaking, and then not loot all of the buildings? Who is this guy? Who is this guy? Kind of gotta know. Like maybe he went straight for the medical building, and now he's just holed up in there. Maybe he's eating or something. All right, against all better judgment, I'm gonna move. It's possible he saw my gun clipping through the wall. Unfortunately, that's a thing. Where the hell is this guy? Could make him crap his pants and just randomly fire the shotgun. I think he'd figure it out. He's got to still be around here. I wonder if he went in the medical building? Where is this dude? Like, did he just go into one of the buildings and log out? Surely not. Like, maybe he saw one of the other dead zombies and just bailed. Like, that's entirely possible, because I had killed... Where did... Oh, shit. I just alt-tabbed out of the game. That was dumb. Swear I'm hearing footsteps. Alright. This is too weird. I guess I should have just ran out of the cabin when he was fighting the other zombie and preoccupied with him, because he would have just had his melee weapon drawn. Question is, where the hell did this guy go? Why would he have gone to all the trouble? It's so weird. Unless he just went straight for the medical building and he's just in there. It's getting dark. This is so weird. I wonder if this dude just logged out on one of these buildings or something. I mean, it's possible that he saw the other dead zombies that I killed and then just bailed. That's possible. Or he just ducked into one, like, the dude just logs in and out here all the time and loots this place over and over again. That's entirely possible, too. Alright, well... I'm gonna check that medical tent before I bail here. So he was in here. Okay. He could still be in here. I hadn't been in here. So he came through here and killed zombies. Is he still in here? Is he fucking camping this building? No. That's so weird. Alright. Well, I'm gonna get the hell out of here. Okay, well. So it's getting dark, and I'm not sure if this server is going to be one of the servers that either gets pitch black at night, or if it gets like if the moon comes out, you'll actually be able to see reasonably well. Bring the volume down a bit. Right now I'm just trying to get as far away from that place as I can, because it's possible that guy saw me clipping through the wall and then just bailed. That's a reasonable assumption as well. Alright, so I'm just going to head west at this point. That's right. The night is dark and full of terrors, Mike. If I have to, I'll jump into OBS and boost up the gamma a little bit. There's a way I can do a gamma boost, so you might be able to see a little bit better. If it gets too dark, let me know. Like, I can see reasonably well on my screen, but I know that by the time it gets transcoded to YouTube and all that stuff, it gets flimmed around a little bit. Ah, deer stand. A deer stand, you say? Alright. See what's in here. That doesn't do me any good. Well, maybe. Dark tree-like figures. Okay. Give me a second here. Alright. Give me just a second. I'll see if I can, finagle this a little bit here. Should be a way I can do, well, maybe not. Thought there was a way to do a, like a gamma boost or something. Okay, here we go. Brightness. Okay. Does that look any better? Like, it doesn't affect what I see, but it should affect what you see. I can change it in the game settings, Mike, but if I do, it's not good. They don't want you abusing that, because people used to use that in the mod all of the time to cheat. So, yeah, I don't use that in the game, but this is something that I can put into OBS. There's a filter I can add to the game source. That way you can see a little better. So that's better? Okay, great. Perfect. Alright. And it looks like this is going to be a moonlight server, so I can actually see reasonably well. This isn't too bad for me. There's some servers where it actually just gets pitch black. And that is an ordeal, because then you basically have to you can't get anywhere without using a torch or a flashlight or night vision goggles or something. You gotta have something. Okay, so we should cross these power lines, and then if we keep going west, we're actually gonna run into another town. Okay, I'll just have to remember to turn that filter back off when it gets daylight again. Otherwise that's gonna look weird. But yes, this is super cool looking. I love the way night looks on this now, on these servers. So in the mod, what would happen is people would, when it would get nighttime, people would just go into the game settings and turn up the gamma all the way. And it was basically the equivalent of having night vision goggles. So it's kind of cheating, and it's kind of, you know, frowned upon by the DayZ folks. You know, it's just like you're using something that's artificially not there to get an advantage. So they've made the, if you try to do it in the game now, it makes it really fuzzy and grainy to try to dissuade people from doing that. They really want you to try to actually find ways to see in the game. You know, I've got a glow stick I could use, or flashlights or something like that. But then the problem with that is, then you can see somebody, like somebody can see you half a mile away. If you start a fire or something like that. So there's a tactical disadvantage to using flashlights and things like that. Like I remember, I had just looted this military base and I saw this idiot come running down the hill towards the military base with one of those head torches on, and I'm just like, oh, dude. Like, you could see this big white ball of light haphazardly careening down the side of the hill, and I'm just like, dude, come on, man. Gotta be a little more tactical than that. Get this going here. So we should be, the next main road that we come up to, we should be able to hang a right, and it should take us to the next town. It's a smaller town, but there's a police station there and some other stuff we can loot. So we'll check that out. And it'll clear up a little bit when we're not totally in the woods. It won't be quite as dark there either. When you get out in the open, it's a little better. You can see the light kind of, yeah, see, that's a little brighter. Is there, oh, this is a castle. Okay, well, I should probably go check this out real quick. Oof, one hit. So there's usually one of these little doorways in here. And the mod stuff used to spawn in these little rooms, but I never find anything in there in standalone. I don't think stuff spawns there anymore. Okay, this could be tricky. Ah! What the hell? There we go. Okay, this is dark. I've got a pistol flashlight, but I don't actually have a pistol I can attach it to, unfortunately, so that doesn't do any good whatsoever. Okay, this appears to have been looted. There's nothing in here. Usually stuff would spawn on those little stairs. Huh. Alright. Okay, well, we should be able to at least see what the heck we're looking at here. Okay, so that's the little town I was trying to get to, I think. Or police station? I just pulled... Uh-oh. There's gunshots. Somewhere. Okay, that may not be the town that I thought it was. Hmm. I can hear that zombie going crazy down there. I gotta check the map again. Okay, where is this castle at? Ah, okay. So this is Zub. Okay. So, and then just north of this is Vishnoi. And Starry should be somewhere near here, shouldn't it? Yeah, if I keep going north from here, I should run into Starry Sobor. Okay. So, that sounds like a good way to cap things off. Starry Sobor is usually got a lot of traffic. A lot of bandity type folks come through there. So yeah, that's Vishnoi. Wow, you can totally see everything from here. There's no zombies spawned yet, so there must... So yeah, there's probably no players there, and I'm too far away to spawn zombies. I wish one would spawn, because I'd like to do a little target practice. That'd be fun. So the sway on this when you've got a rifle is pretty bad. You have to use, you have to hold your breath. And then it'll only hold for a little bit, and then it kind of, hmm. Alright, well, let's head that way. It's possible this server might have cleared out a little bit after dark too. Sometimes that happens. Take my quick look. No, it still looks very full. So, okay, we should run into somebody. Oh, great. Raining again. We should be able to get to that town before we get too much damage, but you can get sick in this game. The elements are a problem. We should be fine, but I got plenty of clothes. You actually have to wring out your pants when you get where you're going. Ooh, yeah, that sounds like that'd be tedious. Yeah, that's kind of an artificial timer that they throw in. That'd be awkward. Yeah. Yeah, that doesn't sound like much fun. Like, I get the idea, but it just sounds like an artificial way to make it a little more convoluted than it needs to be. Ooh. Ooh, somebody's got a base. What's going on in here? Ah! Kicked off the game for what? Huh. Possible the server reset. Okay. Well. It means I'm going to log back in right next to this dude's base. That's great. Alright. Well, let me see if I can get logged back in here real quick. Either that or that base was bugged. Maybe that kicked me off the game. That could have been it. Yeah, this game's still pretty darn buggy. Man, I kind of want to know what's in there. Let's see if I can find... I might be able to shoot my way through that with a shotgun. Maybe. Medium gas canister. I don't even have room for that. I might need to wring out my clothes here. I might be able to shoot through that gate with the shotgun, but I'm not sure if that's going to do enough damage. I wish I still had that grenade. That would have been a little better. Probably get in there and there's nothing in there. I'm going to look around this town for a minute, and then I'm going to come back to that and see. I'm not sure how much damage shotgun will do or not. I hear a deer off in the distance. Like, I don't know if that's going to have enough punch to get through. Like, I don't know if I'd have enough bullets. Like, I'm sure it'll do some damage, but I don't think I'll have enough bullets to actually get through it. Like, I'm not optimistic about that. Work boots. And canned sardines. I'll just go ahead and eat those. Like, it gets to a point where you find so much food that you don't even really have to store it anymore. You can just eat it as you go. Ooh. Ah, and I just got rid of the 7.62 rounds. That single shot, though, is not that great. Oh, jeez. Where the hell all these zombies come from? Huh. Is there another dude? Maybe the guy that owns the base? Huh. Well, that's another thing. If I fire the shotgun, every damn one of these zombies is gonna come running. So that could be a problem. I swear I thought I heard another dude toddling around out there. And the amount of zombies that are in the area would be consistent with there being another player here, so... Hey, what's going on, Chid? There's gotta be another dude around here somewhere. What was that? Well, thanks for using your last bits of cellular data to stop by the show. Sorry, sorry there's not much going on here. Oh, uh-oh. I swear there's gotta be another guy here somewhere. Alright. I'm gonna regroup for a second. Try to decide what to do here. See, I don't have any ammo for that, so... And it's kind of a shit gun anyway, to be honest. I swear. The amount, I mean, and it could just be that somebody was, like, running by. It may not even be that somebody's, like, right here. Okay, so that's a little shed. Okay. Thought maybe it was a vehicle or something. Alright, take it easy. Thanks for stopping in, Chid. Yeah, the sheer volume of zombies. There's got to be another player nearby. Keep doing that. Ooh. That sounded close. Huh. Well. I think I am going to bail. Okay, that's a weird spot for the zombie to be. I still say it seems like there's... Yeah, let's get the hell out of here. One neat trick about this game is if you start getting too cold, you can, if you have cooked meat in your pants, you could put that in your your jacket or something, and it'll or your pants. Yeah, it's in my backpack right now, but it stays warm, like it never cools off. So if I start getting if my character starts getting too cold, I can put my warm meat in my pants. That's right. You got to keep the meat in your pants. In fact, I should probably go ahead and just throw a couple of these in there. If you have them in your pants though, and it's not too cold, you'll actually overheat. So you don't necessarily want to just roll like that constantly, or at least that's been my experience. Life with the baby twins. It's getting a little better. I mean, it's not to say that it was bad, but I just mean it's getting a little more manageable. Those first couple weeks, I mean, if any of you have kids, you know how it is. You're functioning on little 45-minute bursts of sleep if you're lucky, and you don't know what you're doing half the time, and especially with two babies. I mean, with one, it'd be tough enough. That's right. Fabian. You can clip that. But, out of context, DayZ. No, but it's getting a little more, manageable. They're sleeping better through the night now. We're down to just one overnight feeding. So we do a bedtime feeding around 8, and then they do one overnight feeding around like 2. And then after that, they get up at like 6. So that's better than... Basically, we're down to 6 feedings a day instead of 8 feedings a day. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's rough. Is that some warm meat in your pants, or are you just happy to see me? That's right. I got some warm meat in my pocket here. Never take warm meat from strangers. That's a good rule of thumb to live by. So, yeah, and they're starting to get little personalities now, which is cool. Like, as opposed to just being little inanimate sacks of potatoes that just cry nonstop. They're actually, they've got little personalities now. We're getting some smiles, some laughs. So, yeah, it's starting to get fun now. Still challenging, obviously. DayZ seems to be a running simulator. You're not wrong. In between towns, that's pretty much what you do, so, yeah. I guess if I wanted the real-life DayZ experience, I could just go outside and run around the block a couple times. It's prolonged stretches of boredom, followed by, sheer moments of terror. Like, we technically haven't even seen another player yet, but we've had a few close encounters where we could hear them outside of the building, and I still don't know where the hell that guy in the hunter cabin tent went. I don't know if that guy just logged out or what. But yeah, no, we're getting there. We're getting there with the twins. Yeah, it's starting to get a lot of fun now at this point, so that's been cool. And so yeah, we're doing all right. We're hanging in there. It's been really tough with the pandemic because it's really hard for us to get people in to help. Normally there'd just be family coming in. In a situation like this, you just have a rotation of family coming in, but with the whole current situation, we just have to kind of really be careful with all that stuff. So, we're getting tested frequently, and people that do... Right now, the grandmothers are coming. My mother and my wife's mother they've been coming here and there to help us. So, ooh, the deagle. Ooh, I gotta make room for this. Hang on. So that's been helpful. Christmas will be amazing. Yeah, it's, oh, this is cool. The deagle's a really good weapon. And it's got a magazine. This is super cool. Yeah, you know, and you know, not to get too much into it, but we've, you know, it took a long time for us to be able to get to a point where we, you know, actually had kids. Not to get too deep on you, but when we first tried to have kids several years ago, right after we first got married, in 2016, we actually had a miscarriage right out of the gate. And then it's just was kind of, we were kind of on the struggle bus ever since then, trying to get this to happen. So yeah, you know, we're excited that they're here. We know it's going to be hard. That was kind of the crazy thing is, yeah, when we found out it was going to be twins, what was that? Is that another player? When we found out it was going to be twins, you know, that was a total surprise. So I guess it's, I don't know. I don't know if making up for lost time is the right way to say it, but, you know, it's pretty cool. So we're excited. 762 by 39, 45. What should I do here? Well, I need to wring out my clothes again. Always wringing out my pants. I got wet pants full of hot meat. Happy for you that you joined the parent club. Thanks, Fabian. I appreciate that. Appreciate that. Thank you very much. My kids are a pain in my ass, but I wouldn't have it any other way. Yeah, I mean, you know, there's, you know, already just here in the first 3 months, there's been times where it's just, oh my gosh, you know, but we're super excited that they're here, and that's the good stuff. So 1 through 10, it's great, mostly fun. My daughter is 14 now, pure drama. Yeah, that's the thing is, yeah, when it gets to that point where it's like, so yeah, we're still at the fun stage, so we're trying to enjoy that as much as we can. So let's see, where did the rest of those bullets go? Go ahead and eat this. You gotta you gotta remember they're wet pants, baby. They were wet pants with warm meat, so that's an important part of it. Oh, this has spiraled completely off the rails here. Alright, no forcing around. And alright. This is cool. This deagle's a really cool weapon. Especially with the suppressor on it. Yeah, that's cool looking. Alright. Upward, onward. Where? Metal wire. Just gotta get my bearings here again. Well, this isn't good. I'm just running through an open field like an asshole. When I was streaming Alien Isolation, it was so crazy in some parts we somehow got into a conversation how the game was using quantum physics. Yeah. I was terrible at that game. I wanted to like it, but I was so, like, I kept dying so many times. I swear that alien cheats. Like, the AI on that thing, I don't know what you thought about it. I thought it was not, I loved the concept. I loved the idea of turning Alien into this, survival horror type thing, but, man, I just, like, I felt like I was just replaying sections of each level over and over and over again, and even when I thought I had escaped, he would just seemingly jump out of nowhere. It's not for everyone. Yeah, I mean, and maybe I need to try it again and be, part of the problem was I started on the DLC. I didn't even play the game first. I started the DLC first, because I wanted to play in the Nostromo, and just kind of walk around that for a little bit. I probably should have played through the tutorial first. Like, I didn't even know how to use the motion tracker when I first played it, so that was probably dumb on my part. You played it on the Nightmare difficulty? Yeah. Yeah. There's a certain point where... Oh, hell. Ran out of woods here. Oh, jeez. The game's all about stealth. Combat is discouraging. Yeah, you can't kill the alien. Do you at least get, like, a flamethrower so you can, like, dissuade it? You know, kind of, shoo it away for a little bit? Dying Light. Yeah, I've not played that. I've heard great things about that one as well. Ooh, so... This... Is this Starry? Or is this Novi? Hmm. I'm not sure. This actually looks like it might be Starry. I mean, it came up on the west side of it. I'm gonna have to get a look at one of these street signs here. That's cool. Yeah, I heard that the AI had some sort of a, like, it learns. It's pretty incredible how they programmed that. Okay, is this... Yep, this is Starry Sober for sure. Okay. So there's a military camp on the other side of this building. I'm gonna get in here and just kind of... This is totally like a bandit-heavy town here. Huh. Somebody apparently has been here recently. Like, apparently they were so well off they didn't even need the mutton steak. They left their mutton meat. I'm starting to doubt the Z part of this game. Yeah. So, actually, everybody thinks the Z stands for zombies. There are zombies. There will be zombies in this town that we'll see here, but what the Z actually stands for is in the mod, every time you would start the game and log in, a little counter would pop up in the corner, and it would tell you how long your character had been alive, and it might say, like, day 3 or day 12. And then if you died and had to start all over again, it would say day 0. So DayZ was technically short for day 0, because you died a lot. Like, the learning curve in this game was really high. I think the very first time that I played it, I think I lasted 12 minutes. I crawled into the corner and after I got attacked by a zombie and got a broken leg, and then I crawled into the corner and tried to fight them off with a baseball bat. And then I laid there and bled to death. And it was awesome. Or I thought it was anyway. I don't know. I don't believe in science. Alright. Although, interestingly, usually there would be more zombies running around here, so... We did just hear gunshots a little bit ago, so it's possible all the zombies... So the military base is over kind of where that red building is, and that big tall, like, water tower. And, it's possible that if there was a gunfight there, it attracted all of the zombies to that spot. So, I kind of just want to hang here and... There could just be some... Like, we could just find the guy that won the gunfight and shoot him. Somebody had to have been through here recently because, yeah, there's meat on the ground and... See if we can get a better look here. I did it again. I always hotkey my sniper rifle to 5, and for some reason I have it... I need to just switch that. I always hotkey my ranged weapon to 5, but got it all stupid right now. Okay, so there's that deer stand. Is there a dude there? Ah! Hang on. And it is starting to get light, so if it's too bright, I can turn that gamma filter back off that I had on for night vision. That little OBS filter that I had set up. Ah! Ah! Up there. There we go. So, a lot of people like to camp this spot. This is a pretty dangerous area, and this server is still pretty full, so... This could be dangerous. Are there drivable vehicles? Yes. You have to... you usually have to do some sort of repair work on them. You might have to find, like, a spare tire or something like that and put on it. And a spark plug or something. So they're not immediately drivable right when you find them, but usually if you dig around a little bit in industrial areas and garages and stuff like that, you'll find some stuff to fix them up. And then they require fuel as well. So I usually never take the time to fix up a vehicle, but if I find somebody else's vehicle that they already fixed up, I'll go ahead and take it and drive it all the way across the map. I don't like the vehicles. I don't like to drive as much. I thought I just heard something there for a second. I don't like to drive around as much, and this is like an old Cav Scout thing with me. Whenever you drive, the vehicle is so noisy that you can't hear anything around you. So if you just go driving through a town, somebody's gonna hear you well before you see them. So from a tactical standpoint, it's completely... You totally give away your location. That being said, I have a rule. Every time I find a vehicle that's already filled up, like if it's got a full tank and it's fixed up and ready to go, I'm gonna steal it and drive it across the map, and I don't even care. just because it's fun to go for a joyride. It's especially fun if you've got a couple friends and you fix one up and go driving around. The other problem with vehicles in this game, they're still a little buggy. It's not uncommon for a vehicle to just kind of go shooting straight up in the air for no good reason. So it's gotten better, but it's not great. Also, in the early version of this game, in the mod version of this game for Arma 2, there was way more, a larger variety of vehicles to choose from. There was a bicycle, there were trucks, there was a bus, there was different cars. You know, there was just all sorts of different vehicles that you could get. My favorite one was the ATV. There was a zombie off in the distance. my favorite vehicle was the ATV because it would drive on any terrain. It was an ATV. You know, like if you just have a regular, the equivalent of a Honda Civic and you go driving around, like you pretty much have to stay on the roads. You can't really drive it, off the road. I mean, you can, but it just goes super slow and it screws up the tires and it just doesn't work. So, so yeah, if somebody else takes the time to fix up a vehicle and I happen to find it, I'll take it and go driving off. But I usually don't put the time in to fix it up myself. So that's just kind of how I play. Some people, that's like their main thing. They like to build a base and find a bunch of vehicles if they can. It's starting to get light, so I'm going to turn that gamma filter off. You probably don't need that anymore. Give me just a second here. Let's see. Be able to, should just make it look more natural, I think. There we go. In PUBG, it's unrealistically hard to snipe someone in a vehicle, so it's a must to find one. Yeah, PUBG, it's totally different. Yeah, if you get a vehicle, you're in pretty good shape. Yeah, in this, it's not terribly difficult to snipe somebody in a vehicle if you get a good angle. All right, I'm gonna press forward here. Is that a stick? What is that? This is probably going to be the end game for me because I wanted to kind of have the stream wrapped up by 4:30, 5 o'clock. So hopefully we'll find somebody to get into a little skirmish with here. Eh. Is this real? Yeah, the graphics are pretty intense on this. I really love what they do with just like the lighting and the sky effects. Like this is it's kind of a screenshot simulator sometimes, because sometimes you'll just see some really cool visuals, like the sun's getting ready to come up that hill, and it just looks super cool. And then I really love just the ambient sound effects in this game. Like just the wind and everything, it's just really neat. How the hell are there no zombies in this town? There must have been a firefight and they all got attracted to the tents. That had to have been what happened. Normally there's way more zombies. So far I've just seen one, and it was over there. Which could mean that there's no other players, but that... I find that highly doubtful. So, yeah, what I'm doing right now is just kind of making my way towards where the military camp is, but I'm not just gonna go running in there head first. The graphics are almost as good as that Yo Noid game you play. Might be slightly better than that, but yeah. The hell is that? Oh, it's a flag. Okay. Looks like there's a sheep or something out there. Or a chicken. Might be a chicken. Alright, so there's one zombie. There's your zombie, Ryan. He's right there. Somewhere. There he is. There you go. There's your zombie. Where the hell? This is a terrible approach. Usually snipers like to hide right up in that hill there. Yeah, it's the other players you got to worry about. The zombies, when there's a whole bunch of them, they can really they can get you cornered and screw up your day. One-on-one, they're not too bad. One-on-one, they're pretty easy. But 2-on-1, it's going to be close. 3-on-1, you should run the other way. And they are attracted to sound, so like firing a gun. Like if you was to fire a gun in a town that had several zombies, they all come running towards you. So, that's an ordeal. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's exactly it, Fabian. It's really more of a Walking Dead type simulator than anything. Is just running into other players or, the suspense of running into other players. It's quiet. It's too fucking quiet. I don't like this one bit. Screw it. Ah. Oh shit, this looks like it's already been looted. I will actually switch out this compass. Well, no, I'll keep the one I got. It's fine. Smoke grenade. Take that. Oh. Oh, frag grenade. Here we go. That's what I wished I had when that dude came in that house earlier. Another grenade. Take that. Oh, there's a whole other line of tents out there. I didn't even realize that. Yeah, somebody's already been through here and took all the good stuff. And they had to have been through here fairly recently. Check these other... I'm not going up in those deer stands. Fuck that. That's a good way to get shot. Another... Oh, somebody made some decisions. Somebody decided they didn't need their 45 rounds. I really don't need them either, so... another universal flashlight. I will take that. Could change to a black field vest. I like, in the off chance that I find an M4, I will take that. Ooh. Ooh, okay. So zombies shouldn't be all the way up there, so it's entirely possible that a zombie chased another player through here at some point. They usually don't wander that far away from the camp. Huh. Man. I really want to check those deer stands, but just because otherwise this whole trip was kind of a bust, other than these grenades. And these are these, yeah, those are only smoke grenades. Well, better than nothing. Yeah, this was... Somebody must have just been through here. That is unfortunate. Yeah, there's no way I'm going up in that deer stand, though. Huh. Man. I just fully expected there to be some more action there. That's cool looking, though. See, that's super cool. And hunter pants. Pants. I've already got hunter pants, so I'm good on that. That's really cool looking. Alright, I think I'm gonna get the hell out of here, then. Actually, I think this is probably where I'm gonna shut the stream down for the day here. I'm gonna find a shady spot to log out, and I think this is gonna... This game is what America is gonna be like on November 4th. Yeah. Yeah, that's... It's all gonna turn into the Purge here before it's all said and done. I hope not. I'm not gonna tell you how to vote. I'm just gonna tell you to get out and vote. And if you don't like how things are going, get out and vote. That's all I'll say. So... Alright, I think this is going to be where I'm going to log out. Actually, no. No, I don't think that's a great spot. Maybe one of these houses. Nope. You know what? I think that's where it's going to be. Alright. Well, thanks everybody for stopping by today and checking out the show. And yeah, sorry we didn't actually get to do a like a full-on firefight today. We had a couple of near misses. I was really hoping that when I threw that grenade down the steps, that guy was just going to be standing there. It's going to be an insta kill. And I still have no idea how that guy got away from the hunter camp. So that's unfortunate. He must have saw me clipping through the wall, or maybe he saw me run in there, and snuck by or something, maybe. I'm not sure. Or maybe he heard me, I don't know. But, anyway, thanks for stopping by, everybody. Have a great rest of your night, day, depending on what time of day it is. And, tomorrow on the main channel, I will be streaming a mystery game. Either Ghoul School on the NES or possibly an old haunted house text adventure. We'll see. But thanks everybody for watching, and I'll see you next time on Friday Night Arcade. And don't text and drive. Please, don't do it.